Well, it looks like we actually got a Transformer Tuesday today. Hasbro and Hasbro Pulse dropped one of their new products that are, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I'm going to try to break down and understand what's going on here. I have a few different speculative reasons why this exists. So we have a Transformers Studio Series 77 Deluxe Transformers Nest Bumblebee. This is a pretty much straight up repaint of the off-road Bumblebee based off of the Bumblebee movie Jeep design. And it comes packed with a Sam Witwicky that came from the Buzzworthy Bumblebee release, which later on that mold was used for Studio Series 74, but it didn't have the Sam Witwicky. So this is technically the Studio Series debut of this mold after being exclusive to Buzzworthy, which is a Target exclusive. Okay, so let's break this down. Now, first of all, this is a Nest Bumblebee. Now, Nest was, in Transformers fiction, something that was created during the Revenge of the Fallen timeline, 2009, and Bumblebee never was a Jeep during that. And the Nest thing was kind of short-lived, because then Dark of the Moon happened, and then there's that whole debacle, and Nest kind of got taken care of afterwards. So, not really that. And at the same time, we've never seen in the Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee have this kind of gray color scheme either. So that's kind of confusing too. You put Sam Witwicky there running, and it just is a whole mess of stuff. What I think is going on here more than anything else is I really think that this is just a trademark kind of thing. Because, has there been Nest Bumblebee toys? Yes, they have. But like I said, they were in that bubble of Revenge of the Fallen. You had the Alliance Bumblebee, as it was trademarked and called, which had the Nest logo on the side of him. It was a Deluxe Class toy in 2009 during Revenge of the Fallen. And then there was that Infiltration Soundwave Battlefield Bumblebee 2-pack. That was the one that came with the Nest iron-on patch and the sticker, and it had that huge promotion there and everything. The Nest Global Alliance thing where you could get that special Ravage in the mail. So that was also in 2009. And then in 2011, there was the Cyberverse, I think it was called the Battle Bunker Bumblebee. That was the little playset one. I love that figure, by the way. The small little Legend scale one, and that was in 2011. That was it for Nest-related Bumblebee toys. But the thing about all of those Bumblebee toys I just mentioned, none of them were trademarked Nest. So I think this is a trademark thing, and I'll tell you why. Because when you track the trademark with Hasbro and the Nest trademark, it does start in 2009. They trademarked Nest Global Alliance, and they were going to use that for that promotion, that mailway promotion, all the related stuff around that. In 2010, they would use it on actual product because the RPM line had a subline called the Nest Global Alliance repaint line. So there was that, much like how, they used RPMs to keep the Beast Machines trademark because there was a subline called Beast Machines. Tricky stuff. Then in 2013, it expired, the Nest trademark, but they refreshed it again. They used it in 2014. And where did that Nest trademark be used for literally the next 4 years until 2017? All of that stuff was being used because the Transformers The Ride 3D in Universal Studios opened up. So there was tons of product, like a plush of Bumblebee, and it would be, Bumblebee Nest. So they just tagged it on all kinds of that gift shop kind of product. But after 2017, when it expired, the Nest trademark, they literally also started to phase out the character of Evac as the mascot of the ride. And then when they refreshed the trademark again to then be used for 2018 onwards, they took out Evac out of the Creo packaging and put a Nest Sentry, that's literally what the character was called, in the Creo 4-packs at the Universal Studios ride. So there's your next Nest product to keep that trademark going. 2021 comes around, and it was February of 2021, and the Nest trademark expires. It got refreshed again by Hasbro, and guess where they're putting it? Say hello to your Generation Selects, at least that's what it says on the box here, which is confusing, and I'll get into that in a moment. But your Generation Selects Bumblebee of this Studio Series N.E.S.T Bumblebee. Yeah, it's very weird. It's very, very weird. And you know what's funny too? Because if you read the product description by Hasbro on Hasbro Pulse, it's clear that they kind of deleted some areas and just filled it in with whatever the new product's name is. Because it says here it has the canyon attack scene in the background, which it does, if you could kind of see through the small bubble there. But, you know, they kind of changed it to say, oh, it's when they were protecting the Allspark from the Decepticons. N.E.S.T. God. N.E.S.T existed after the Allspark was already gone. So are they confusing a small scene when Bumblebee was a Camaro running away with the Allspark from the Hoover Dam to the final battle in the 2007 movie, and they're using that canyon back piece, which is actually from the Bumblebee toy in the Bumblebee movie, but they're trying to superimpose it to explain something that potentially happened in Revenge of the Fallen that didn't happen. Wow. Again, this is confusing, this product. And considering that Studio Series' thing is to kind of be representation of show accurate stuff or movie accurate stuff that's happened, this is just a jumbled mess in a lot of ways. And in fact, if this description is true, and it says here that it's protecting the Allspark, why isn't it the Sam figure that's holding the Allspark accessory then, and instead of this one that came with the Buzzworthy? I guess they just want to get mileage out of that Buzzworthy Sam mold. I don't know. Anyways, pre-orders are up right now. It's listed here as a Generation Selects thing, but it is available everywhere. You could get it from BBTS and all the others. $22.99. It's out there if you're interested. 2 per customer. They're kind of limiting it here. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling this one. I think this is kind of silly. I really think this is just a trademark save, and I'll just leave it at that. Let me know what you think. I mean, it's a bizarre piece of product. I think personally, and I know this sounds crazy, if they would have just taken this whole thing and just taken that Bumblebee and painted it green, or painted it, blue, use some of those other color schemes and then some, collectors could go, well, it'll be my Movieverse tap out or my Movieverse glyph. You could have gotten away with that, but they went with this gray color scheme as if, I don't know, maybe when he was in World War II and someone recorded him and it's black and white footage or something. But even then, movie Bumblebee during World War II didn't have that Jeep design. So that even contradicts that. And I'm thinking way too deeply into this with this messy figure. Anyways, let me know what you think. Bizarre stuff. And that's our Transformer Tuesday. Thanks, Hasbro.